notes here.
All right. I'm the client here. All right. So I am a coach also coming in, and I'm being coached. And my dilemma falls into that. So a client of mine recently told me in complete confidence that her husband was one of 4 men that robbed a local bank last week. I don't know her husband, but promise not to tell. No one was harmed, and my client doesn't feel unsafe with him. I want to maintain her trust and confidentiality with my client, but I hate knowing this information.
Berlin, do you want to go? If not, I will, but I know you said something about trying to remember.
Yes, right. Okay, so from what I understand, your client confided that her husband robbed a bank, and you're looking for ways to maintain confidentiality surrounding the situation. Did I hear that okay? I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's pretty stressful. I mean, that's not information I want to have.
That's not information I want to have. As a
The only information I want to have is like, did you get a cut of it?
right.
No,
I knew you were going to say that.
yeah, definitely. So if I hear you right, you're kind of in the ethical dilemma of the fact that because as a coach, I don't believe you're a mandatory reporter because this is a legal activity, but now you have information that you're trying to figure out what to do with it because now you're carrying something that you don't necessarily want to carry, and you know something that is actually a legal activity in your community and neighborhood. And would that be a fair way to say everything?
Yes, but also, I mean, no one was harmed in this illegal situation. And my client does not feel unsafe with her husband. So, I mean,
Well, part of that is we also have to define what harmed means. You know what I mean? I'm
I mean,
pretty sure
money's
the bank,
gone. There's
huh?
money has been stolen.
Yes,
So
and so I'm sure
that's
the
harm.
bank would not consider it an
Right.
unharmed. I would not consider the employees of that, situation
Right.
as traumatic. Like there's
Yeah.
fallout. There's a reason
There's
why we have,
definitely emotional. Yeah.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
So
But as a professional, there's a lot to weigh in this dilemma. So,
yeah. No, absolutely. You definitely have some things to weigh for sure of where basically your own ethics is going to come into play when it comes to, the legal activity and feeling like you do need to report something because this is wrong. It's just flat out wrong.
right.
Or is this one of those where you're coaching principles of kind of not sharing private information is going to precede that, and regretfully that's only a decision you have to make as a coach. No one else can necessarily make that for you,
Right.
and that's the stress of it.
Right. There's also the question of, as the client's coach, whether or not I could possibly coach her into being the one that
No, absolutely turns them in.
turns them in or does something about the situation.
Yeah,
So there's
because
that.
the other thing that I mean, again, that puts you in a very tough situation because very often with criminals that are going to be that brazen to be able to rob a bank is just going to stop with their crime at that. Hey,
Right.
this is a one-off.
Right.
Hey, so you really just have to weigh it and figure out, what you need to do so you can go and feel good about yourself. But we're not supposed to necessarily give answers or whatever, actually
Right.
coach the client. It's just more kind of, did we hear the client correctly, right? That's
Right.
the way I'm understanding the assignment.
From what I understand.
Yes.
Yes, for sure. Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
All
I
right.
think we did that.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah. Who's next?
Yeah. That was a cool. Is that true, Jessica? Do you
No, I
really?
made it
Oh,
up.
okay. Like
That
that.
was
That's
awesome.
cool. That like that would be like that's a cool like that's cool. But I can see being in that situation though. What is that?
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah.
to go down that. But that's
You
that's
never
that's a good one. That
you
was a
never
really good
know.
one.
I mean,
Yeah.
as a therapist, I mean, there were things that were said to me in confidence that weren't to that level, but it's like,
Right. But
you know,
still.
you're like, wow,
Oh,
okay,
okay. Well,
expect that. Yeah. So, okay, all right.
all right. So do you want me, am I good to go next?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So my dilemma is my career versus my passion. So let me just back up. I'm still a little unclear on how I wanted to approach this and how I wanted to convey my dilemma. Um, but I guess I'll try to make this work. I'll make this conversation. I'll try to make this work. All right. But ultimately, my dilemma is my career versus my passion. I have worked in retail banking for the past 10 years. Throughout my career in retail banking, I've worked in leadership. I used to absolutely love my job. If you were to ask me 2 years ago, if I were to do this job without being paid, I would totally tell you yes. I transitioned from working at TD Bank to Citibank, and I began to feel blah. I My passion, I guess, declined. I was still in leadership working at Citibank, but I began to feel as if I don't know, I've hit the ceiling in terms of what it was I was looking to do. It impacted me so much that I was inundated with anxiety and depression, and I had to take a leave of absence from work to try to gather myself to figure out where I was and what I wanted to do next.
Oh,
I'm sorry, that's not like too planned out, but I don't know.
No, that's
Hopefully,
no,
perfect.
hopefully
no,
you guys can make it make sense to me.
no.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I hear you correctly, kind of what you're saying of like what your dilemma is, Berlin, is you had a career that you loved, that you were really passionate about, but it sounds like a switch of a company has led to a different kind of result and effect in your life where it's actually been detrimental, even though it's the same career, where now you're dealing with, it's turned into a job and not something you look forward to going to work, which has affected maybe your mental and maybe physical health. Is that a
That's
good
so
way
good.
would that be a good way to paraphrase it?
That was really good. Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. So, yeah, go ahead, Jessica.
Wow, I can't outdo that one.
Yeah, like it's really hard to go behind Jeff. Like I don't know, I mean,
All right. So, wow. Okay. Well, let me try to let me see if I understood you correctly. So you were in banking and you loved your job, but you know, just a change of organization really changed things up for you, and now you're just really struggling with that particular career. And yeah, so does that sound fairly correct?
yes. To the point where began to suffer, I guess, with anxiety, like mental health. I've had mental health challenges,
Mhm.
and I've just have been unclear on what's next for me.
Well, I think the thing that you need to evaluate is it environment or is it the career path? When it comes to this, because again, if it wasn't for that switch in the company necessarily, would you still be as passionate about this career? Or as you have grown as a human, sometimes we outgrow things. You know what I mean? Think
Mhm.
of it like, when you're playing with certain toys as a kid,
Yeah,
and then later on you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
in we can't even say playing cowboys and Indians. What can we say nowadays? Anyway, but playing with things as a kid, all of us, we can't go out and play, cowboys and Indians anymore. You know what I
right.
mean? It just doesn't do it for us. So that's something I think I would self-reflect on, when it comes to this, because it seems like, would that be a way to say like what the real struggle is? Is this something you've outgrown because you used to love it, and their tendency is to keep going back and keep doing that over and over again, trying to find that old magic? Or is it something where God or the universe is saying, hey, you've outgrown this, you need more, and there's something exciting to go to?
I will say, right, that was a really, really good way of putting that. Thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
you're welcome. So,
Yes.
I
hey.
have an interjection. Excuse me while I interrupt, please.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's important. I wanted to ask you, are you moving forward with your dilemma with self-compassion? Do you feel like you're being compassionate to yourself for what's happening and you're not beating yourself up for not feeling like you used to feel?
Yeah. So this is so if you aren't picking up, this is like a real life dilemma for me. Like this is like I am in the midst of this right now.
Oh no, we're picking that up.
Yes, yes, yes.
In case you're not picking up when I'm laying down, right? But last week's assignment, like the meditation one, the like the compassion, what did she say? I actually do this too, but um and she's like, I wish um health and happiness and safety and well-being, like, like that really did help me. Like I have my moments, I go up and down. Like there's times where I'm like, you know what, yes, this is a sign from God, it's time to, but then it's like, but still life is real and bills are due, and you understand. So it's like I don't know, like I just feel like I don't know, like I am in this program. This literally fell into my lap by the absolute grace of God, right? But like I don't know. Like I don't know. Like this, I feel like, it just depends on the day, the week, on like how convicted I am and the choices that I've made. Like obviously, I've outgrown some things. I've outgrown, that career. But it's like now, what's next for me? Like I am like literally trying to figure this out. Like what now? Yeah,
And that's scary.
extremely. I feel like, like I feel like we all start set out. It's like, we graduate high school, we go to college. I want to be a veterinarian. Like this is what I want to do. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a doctor. Right. And I was just having this conversation with my mom. And it's like, you're in it, you do it for 20 years. And it's like, I don't want to be a veterinarian anymore. I don't want to, and that's okay. Like it's okay to have a second life, like a second, like, okay, like what's next? Like what, and I feel like maybe this is what this is. I don't know if this is a midlife crisis. Like I don't I don't know what this is. I
To
do
me, it
not
sounds
know.
to me
Sounds
it
like
just
it to me.
to me it just sounds like life.
It
Yeah.
You
does. It
know,
Yeah.
does.
because I'm still trying to figure out like what I'm going to do when I grow up.
Yeah.
You
You're
know,
never gonna grow up, Jeff.
and
Yeah.
that's the point, and that's the point. Yes,
And
and
that's
so
cool. That's
yeah,
good.
absolutely. Because remember, on some of these things, Berlin, that there's no rules to this stuff. There's nothing to
Yeah.
say that you have to stay the course of what you just because you've done it in the past doesn't mean you should be doing it in the future.
Yeah.
In a course when you're looking forward on these things, just like Jessica pointed out, it is fearful. It is scary because
Yeah.
there's an unknown there. But
Yeah.
remember, some people will choose a known captivity over an unknown freedom, right? So
Mm.
the way that you frame
Mm.
the way you're going forward, look at it as an adventure. You don't know where this is going to end up, but guess what? I don't
Yeah.
either. Am I
Yeah.
scared at times with my adventure of being 53, starting over again where I'm at? Hell yeah, absolutely, 100%. You know what I
Right.
mean? Um, but when I frame it as an adventure and like, let's go, let's see what
It's
happens.
just the perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because the
And
way we
opposed was
view life,
like, oh gosh, what did I do? What's happening? It's like it's just that
Right.
yeah,
I
like
think
it just it
another
depends
thing,
on the day.
it's very human to do. And we
Yeah.
all do that.
right. And
Yeah.
I think another one more little thing here, but I think that important thing to remember also is that this is your journey, Berlin.
Yeah.
It's about you and you can do anything you want. You can change
Yeah.
careers as often as you want. And that's your thing,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we are running out of time
I
already.
know. I was just thinking about that. I like
Yeah, yeah.
thank you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
No, it's all
Scenario number
good.
3.
Yes.
Okay, so dilemma. I haven't come up with one. So here's going to be my
Oh
dilemma.
gosh. Okay.
My dilemma is finding the right community around here in Medford. It's, I mean, live in Southern Oregon, and after going through a divorce, like I mentioned last time we were together, I've over the years, there's times where I've went and got into communities and it's been great. And then something has happened, whether the community dissolved, the group dissolved or whatever. And I just don't know what to do anymore because, I sit at home and Netflix is my best friend.
Right. Do you
Yeah,
want to go first, Jessica?
sure. Wow. Okay. All right. All right, Jeff. Well, let me see if I heard you correctly. Sounds like in
Don't
your
call me a
life,
loser. No.
in your life right now, you're having a hard time finding a community that you feel comfortable in and feel at home in, and you just don't know where to go with that. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, very simple. Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
it was.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right? That was so cute. That was so funny. I'm sorry.
No, that's awesome.
That was so cute. I'm so sorry. Okay. So
Oh goodness.
all right. I'm so sorry. Okay.
No,
So
you're good.
so just to make sure I heard you correctly, you have been having I guess a difficult time finding your community, your new community, fitting in where you finding where you fit in your new, I guess, in your new world of view. um, you have been likely to, stay in a house, Netflix and chill, so to speak. But you do see the importance of that of community, of connecting to others. Did I
Mhm.
hear that right?
Oh,
Sorry.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. No, absolutely. The connection is a big part of it. And at 53 and being single, it's a little bit of a challenge. Truth tell, this is reality.
Right, right, right,
You
right.
know what I mean?
Yeah, and also, I mean, speaking about, you know, the fear, there's also fear in that because it's so hard to go out and just put yourself out there by yourself to try to find that community. So
Yeah.
with the Netflix and your couch, I mean, there's so much comfort there. You know what to expect, and you know what? Good movie. I mean, guilty. I mean,
Yeah.
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 Was that an air quote?
No, it was a peace sign actually, and I don't know why I did that.
But I saw it move. I saw it move.
It did look like it did.
In the grass behind me.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
but anyways, yeah. So, uh,
Cool. Well,
well,
I think we got through it, didn't we, guys?
I mean,
Yes,
we
we did.
we we did that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good, good. And Berlin, I'm just gonna throw this out there. If you ever want someone to just chat with about your dilemma, I mean, I've gone through plenty of dilemmas in my life.
Okay.
I'm
But are these pro bonos? Because
yes, ma'am.
okay,
Yeah.
Yes,
okay,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
making
always.
sure.
Yeah.
Student to student. No, I mean, I just, I
So
think that we gotta have that community. I mean, look,
yeah,
Jeff, this is community.
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
yes,
hey, I got
yes,
community.
yes,
Right. You
yes. You
got
do,
community.
you
I
Yeah.
do.
found my people.
Yes, at least we can recommend some good Netflix movies to each other.
Right.
If at the very
Yeah,
least,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, but I want to piggyback on what Jessica said there because you know, Jessica and I both come from definitely some challenges in our lives is one of the things
Yeah,
that me and her, I know she shared that on and my coaching's coming from a place of working my way out of dilemmas and
yeah,
darkness and really hard times,
yeah.
and that's where I want to get into coaching to help others. And so, yeah, you have our numbers, you know what I mean?
Okay, okay.
Like, yeah, you don't
I
have,
think I appreciate this. I
yeah.
really do. I
Yeah, you
do.
don't have to walk through it alone. Just know that.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because it's like we feel like we do. We feel like, in this big world, like no one understands, no one, whatever, but like you're not alone. So like I
Absolutely.
appreciate this because I
Yeah, yeah.
don't, yeah. So yeah, I appreciate this. I
But
do.
that's one of the things about hard times, and just could
Yeah.
be interesting to see what you say, is one of the things is it ends up making you feel like you're the only one going through it and there's
Yeah.
something wrong with you. And that's where the lie starts. And that's
Yeah.
where the fear-based thinking is. And that quite possibly can be a root for anxiety, right? Because
Yeah.
that's a lot
Yeah.
of fear right there. You know what
Yeah.
I
For
mean?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
So
agree for sure.
hang in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
You
trying
got
to.
it. You
Thank you
got this,
guys.
brilliant.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
you do.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
you'll find it. It'll come. Well, it'll come
Like
to you. Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's like I turned 40 like last, I don't know when it was, 23 maybe. 23, I'll be 42 this year. I don't know if it was me turning 40. I don't know what happened, but like I just was like I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's just been like, oh my God, like I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. Like I feel like I lost so much of myself, but maybe, it's so that I could find myself again too. Like,
Oh,
like it's all a process, like,
yes, that right there. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's an
it is.
opportunity. It's an
Yeah.
opportunity, you know?
like, and it's all on how you look at it too. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
And there are some other factors that could play a role that aren't
Yeah.
necessarily that are woman only,
Right. Right. Right.
that time in your life,
Yeah.
and I can speak to that. I mean, I turned 50 this year, so I mean,
Oh
I've
wow.
been through.
I would say you guys look really, really good to be like 50. Like you guys look really good, just to let you guys know. Like
Oh, I got all
seriously.
the filters on, honey.
Like
Just kidding. I
Me too. I actually don't have a beard. No, I'm just kidding.
you
don't.
guys are funny.
You can add filters. There's like eyebrows
Oh,
and
there's all
Really?
kinds of
yeah,
things. Yeah, there's a youth filter. There's a yeah,
Oh
yeah,
really?
yeah,
yeah.
I gotta find this stuff.
yeah, yeah. So,
This is me, except for the grass.
Like
so
all I have is to blur. I don't
Oh,
know.
really?
That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah. It's like
So
so
my Zoom is a hater.
yeah, so Berlin, I don't know if Jessica, I don't know if you've had this experience. When I woke up last year when I turned 52, I checked my email and I got a spam email from burial site.
Oh wow. Oh
I'm a
wow.
great, and it's like,
Right.
yeah, I'm that
Like
old.
no, but no, like WTF, yo. Like
Oh
no.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no, I thought that was the funniest birthday
Yeah.
gift I could have gotten from the,
Wait,
universe or
on your
whatever.
birthday?
It was on my birthday. I wake up and I
Okay,
see an
that
email
is
came
really
through
funny.
and it's like
Okay.
Yeah,
burial insurance and stuff like that. I'm
yeah.
like, how do they know?
That's so
You
crazy.
know,
Well,
because I guess yeah, I'm there.
No.
So, good times, guys.
yeah. Well, good luck
Yeah.
with this assignment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
hopefully I feel like we did what the best our understanding what we did with the session though, correct?
Right. Paraphrasing and summarizing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. So,
Okay.
all right, guys, well, have a good week, and I'm sure we'll talk whenever the next assignment comes up.
I believe the next one, it may be another group
Okay.
assignment. I believe so. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I haven't had a chance to look ahead quite yet with the way my life's been going lately,
Right. Right.
so definitely. So, all right, Berlin, hang in there.
Thank you. This was so good. Like this was good, guys. I really do. Like I thank you. I really
Yeah.
do appreciate this. I really do.
And like I said, reach out anytime.
Yeah.
I mean, we can hop
Anytime.
on this. We don't have to hop on this just because schools tells us to hop on this.
I'm right.
You know what I
It's
mean?
like, guys,
But you are going to
somebody
have to take
community.
but you are going to have to take that step and initiate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you do, we're there.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
This was good. Thank you. Thank you guys. Seriously. I'm gonna
Bye.
take you guys up on this. Like I
Please
am.
do.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
This was
definitely.
good.
Mhm.
Thank
So
you. Thank you
right
guys
on.
so much.
All
You
right.
guys have a great week. We'll
You
Yeah, you
talk
too.
too.
soon. All right.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.